and welcome to my channel today again. My name is Aloma, and if today is your first time here, you're welcome. To my old subscribers, I'm grateful. Thank you so much for watching my videos. So in today's video, I made a basic bustier pattern for an off-shoulder pattern. Of course, you can also add yoke to it, or you can do it in a way you can add your sleeves. That is when you add your yoke, you add your sleeves. But this is a basic off-shoulder pattern that I did today. So you adjust it from your basic bodice pattern. And I remember very well that I recently made a video about a basic bodice pattern. So if you want to understand this present video, I'll advise you to watch that one. It's a step to this one, so that this present video will be very easy for you to understand. So without wasting much time, let's get right into the videos. Please, my newcomers, do what to like, share and subscribe to my channel, share my videos. That simple action goes a long way for me. It encourages me and it keeps the channel growing. So you're welcome to the community. Let's get right into the video. So this is the basic bodice pattern that I'm working with. Right here is the front, center front, the front pattern. I've already done it. I have a video on a basic bodice pattern. You can watch it and see how I made this basic bodice pattern. So this is the back pattern. So as you can see, the center back, I've labeled it, and the center front, that is there too. I've labeled them so that I can easily understand them by looking at it. So let's begin. You find the midpoint of your shoulder slope. The midpoint of the shoulder slope, you mark the midpoint like so. After marking your midpoint, you connect that point to your bust point, to the beginning of the dart on your bust point. I think this is an easy process, anybody can understand. So I've also gone ahead to label my position so that I can, that's the bust. This line I'm showing you right now is the over bust. Then you have the under bust and the waist. So right here we are going to tighten the over bust. That's the chest line. We tighten it by going in by 0.5 inches. I've pointed out I've put the point so that I can see it clearly. I'll go ahead and use the ruler to mark it as if I'm drawing an over dart, so, like I'm doing on the screen. So after tightening the over bust, you also go ahead and tighten your under bust line too. You also go in by 0.5 inches on your under bust. So using the inches side of my ruler, I'll go in by 0.5 inches from the dart on the under bust. I'll go in by 0.5 inches and 0.5 inches on the center side too. So having marked that, I will now use my curve to mark them out. So mark it out. Can you just really take your time in doing this? As you can see, I'm using a wooden curve. I used to have a master curve here, but because I'm working from home, my children are scattering my workspaces, so I prefer to use this one now. Right now, I'm telling you, I get a safer position, a safer place to work. So that's what I'm doing now. Just really take your time to mark it out so that it can show out beautiful. That's what I'm doing now. So I will now go on to mark it also with my curve on the center front side too, like so. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my videos. That simple action goes a long way for my videos. As you can see, I've joined both on the center and the center, and I will now go ahead and extend my dart legs like I'm doing on the picture, like so. Extend the dart leg both on the center side and on the side. So that is it. So having done that, move on to the next step. But this 0.5 inches that you have gone in by, You have to, because it removes something from your measurement, especially if you take your measurements tightly. So you have to go to the side and add it. You go to the side on the under bust and add the 0.5 inches that you removed. That is what I'm doing in the picture. Sorry, it didn't show very well, but I'm adding the 0.5 inches to the side. So I'll show you. You see it when it's done. 0.5 inches that I removed, I added it to the side measurement, like so. I'll now go ahead and use my ruler and join my measurements. So having done that, we go on to the next step, which is determine the cleavage measurement. Your cleavage measurement is your measurement from your shoulder to the point on your neck where you want your bodice to start from. So personally, I don't like very low cleavage. If not, I would have gone ahead with my pattern, but for my own, I use 6 inches. So that's what I am trying to do here. After putting my 6 inches point there, I draw up my bust line to that point. I will now use my curve to extend it to the armhole. So that is where my bodice will start from, instead of starting from the chest line, which is actually a low cleavage for me. If it is comfortable for you, you can go ahead and do it and extend your armhole from there. But personally, I do cleavage for myself. I take cleavage measurement for myself and for my clients too, so that everybody goes with what works for them. So because I want a sweetheart neckline on the front, that's why I am putting this curve here. If you want the round neckline, you can put a round neckline. This neckline I put right here is a sweetheart neckline. That is what I want for this particular pattern that I'm making. Anything that works for you is okay. So I've gone ahead to label the center front and the side front. So for the front measurement, pattern is okay right now. So we go ahead to the back measurement. So you don't have much to do on your back for the basic bodies, unless you want a particular shape for your back measurement. You can go ahead and insert that shape, but personally, this from this basic bodies of the pattern for the back, you have already gotten your back for your bustier measure, especially for the off shoulder pattern. But if you're working together with the shoulder, you can cut it out and use the other end, the upper end as the yoke. So on this center back, you now make allowance for your zipper allowance, and that's the side back there. So you cut it out from the dart. Your back pattern is ready for the off shoulder pattern. Or you can go ahead and draw a line from the armhole to your that. So I've gone ahead to cut out my patterns. They are ready. That's what you're looking at here on the picture. I usually don't add my allowance for sewing on my patterns. I prefer to do it when I'm cutting on the fabric. It's easier to adjust for me that way than going ahead to put it on the pattern. So I don't put allowances on my pattern, I put it on my fabric. It's easier for me that way. So thank you so much for watching my videos. I will see you in my subsequent videos. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thank you so much. Bye.